This was your doing, wasn't it, Karlach? The destruction of my steel watch. Such a petty vengeance.
Those things were evil. Just like their papa. To think I ever worked for you. Proudly, too.
I never meant to harm you, dear. Merely to help you realize your vast potential.
You sent me to the hells. You let Zariel take my heart. As though any of it was yours to give away.
The greater good, Karlach. Something I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You feel no regret, do you? All right. How about fear, then?
Oh, you do quite misunderstand. I've already made a deal with your companion. We need each other.
Do we now?
I have everything and everyone that I need right here. We're done now.
You can't escape me! Wherever you go, I'll find you! Wherever you run, there I'll be! It's finished. It's done. I need to see him up close. I need to know he's dead. So Gortash is nothing more than a pile of flesh? Same as the rest of us.
He's dead now. You've won.
I don't feel like I've won. All I feel is tired. Is that it, then? Killed the bastard who ruined my life, and now I crawl into a corner and die? Am I fucking missing something?
What do you mean?
It makes no sense. None of it means anything. He's dead. And he's no fucking sorrier now than he was before. What was the point? I'm still dying. I'm dying. I'm going to die.
But you're not dead yet. I'm here with you, and I will be until the very end.
Don't say that. Say you found some way to fix me. That now Gortash is dead, I'll get my heart back. My heart. It was mine. And they took it. I'm going to be as dead as Gortash any day now. Any moment. And what then? Off to the City of Judgment to waste into oblivion? Into the dirt to get eaten by maggots? Is that it for me? Is that fucking all? And you'll just keep going, won't you? Watching the stars, warming your hands on the campfire, dancing, eating, making fucking love all night. All of it, all of it! That's my reward for everything I suffered. That's why I survived 10 years of torment. The fighting, the clawing, the loneliness, the fucking loneliness. All of it so I could rot. Because the person I trusted the most gave me away to the devil. It isn't fair. I don't want it like this.
Karlach, I know this is a small comfort, but it's the circle of life. We're all going to die one day. In the end, we're all the same.
I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to stay. What the fuck am I supposed to do now?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I think we're meant to do it together.
Let's get out of here. I've always hated this place. Stupid fucking gigantic bridge or whatever. I think I need to go to camp for a while. Be alone. Scream at the sky. You can come and find me later if you want to. Thanks for listening. For existing. Love you.
The agony of knowing the end is near. I spent years swatting away my fears and doubts of my infernal fate, and I eventually made my peace. I had to. You will too, Karlach. I know it. Until then, I'm here every step of the way.
Poor Karlach. Having to face her own mortality in such a definitive manner. Though the rest of us is still liable to perish, if it's any consolation.
Stones pulse with psionic energy, permeating you, pulling you in line with their rhythm. The thrum quickens, rising, cresting on a single feeling. A location.
Hey, soldier. You're back.
Sorted yourself out, I hope.
You hope correctly. Had a bit of a cry and a talking to with the gods, but I think we're square now. Did I miss anything, meanwhile?
Villains rose, heroes fell, and the apocalypse drew nearer.
Nothing out of the ordinary, then. You know, soldier, we're so fucked. The Dark Three are trying to consume the Sword Coast. We've still got tadpoles in our eyes, and I've got a ticking time bomb in my chest. I'm not sure anyone has ever been more fucked than this. And yet, we're fine. In this moment, we're fine. Here I am. There you are. Breathing, talking, even laughing if we want. Is it very precious to say that despite it all, I'm happy?
If you're happy, I'm happy.
In that case, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go? I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die.
Gods, Karlach. I want to be courageous here, but I'm not sure I can. It'll be too hard.
If I can do it, you can do it. We're in this thing together, you know. If you wanted an easy time of it, you should have given my head to those paladins of Tyr way back when. As it is, you're stuck loving an in-progress tragedy with a time bomb for a heart. Decisions, decisions.
Hopefully this little misstep has taught you a thing or two about decision-making. Now, let's get a move on before I start crying again. At the rate I'm going, all that'll come out is motor oil. Thanks for everything, soldier. I'm extremely glad to be in this thing together.
Pristine darkness in every direction. Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through. An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
The belly of the beast. The sooner we kill this thing, the better.
The Netherbrain shakes us, quakes us, claws at our minds, and all for naught. It's afraid. It knows we will fight it, and it knows we can win.
Just me, or is it hot in here?
My head is pounding.
We must be closing in on the brain.
Deathly silence. The air is stale and putrid.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
Your blood slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
You think you know why you are here? You think you can atone for giving me my power, child of Baal? By destroying me with the Netherstones? You are wrong. Foreign and Gortash, you have simply unbound me. Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command. Mine alone.
Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
We were part of its plan.
I only needed one Netherstone lucent from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
No! We have to stop this!
Pulled you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an Netherbrain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A Netherbrain.
I thought the Netherstones were supposed to allow us to dominate the brain.
I thought so too. But that was when I believed it was still an Elderbrain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
There I was was thinking we were finally about to put an end to all of this. Too good to be true, I suppose.
I knew we hadn't seen the last of this place. Come, let's hear what the Emperor has to say. I can't say we've much of a choice.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Illithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
This fella and his ultimatums. But he's forgetting one thing. We could become Illithid. I mean, I could. You could trust me to do what needs to be done.
What? Wait, when you say assimilate Orpheus, what do you mean by that?
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain.
You can have the stones, but I won't let you assimilate Orpheus.
You still don't trust me. After all we've been through. Remember, I have been your salvation from the very beginning. Your knight in shining armor. Now I ask you for the last time to trust me. Release the Netherstones to me.
Enough! I have the hammer. I will free Orpheus.
I told you we have to trust one another. I told you the Githyanki would only want to kill you for what you are. Still, you choose to break our alliance. Even united, the Netherbrain was going to be an impossible enemy. But apart, we have no chance of survival. Very well. Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
We can free Orpheus.
Let's hope he's in a friendly mood.
As the Githyanki prince takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head. It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of Illithid. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies. You may address me as Your Majesty.
Well met, Your Majesty.
Make no mistake. Were it not for our common goal, I would strangle you where you stand. Your very existence tests my self-restraint. I will neither forgive nor forget your abuse of my powers.
I had no choice. Without your powers, I would have died.
That is true. And it would have been the honorable outcome for one destined to become Geik. You had the opportunity to surrender yourself to my honor guard. They would have given you a noble end. They would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elderbrain before it evolved into a Netherbrain. All that suffering, avoidable, were it not for the choices you made.
Let's forget about the past. I was misled. What now?
We will destroy the Netherbrain together, and put a stop to this nascent empire before it expands into the stars. The Geik was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones.
There has to be another way.
There is not. We face a Netherbrain. For there to be one way to defeat it is unlikely enough. There will not be another.
I understand. If that's what it takes, I'll do it.
Wait. Maybe you don't have to. It should be me.
Why you?
I'm dying. My heart feels like a live grenade. Gonna blow any minute. You still have a life to live. I don't. If this is the end for me, let me be the motherfucker who saved the world.
This is what you really want. All I can say is thank you.
Anytime, soldier.
You, Tiefling. You would volunteer your life for the greater good. You would make the ultimate sacrifice. I thank you. The Netherbrain wants nothing more than to see all infected become Geik. My defenses keep the voice of the Absolute out. But just as I can raise them, so I can lower them. I will allow the voice of the Absolute in. Once it reaches you, it will order you to transform. It will only take a moment. And once you are a Mind Flayer, I will fold you under my protection once more. You will be the savior of empires. Not least, my own.
With the withdrawal of Orpheus's power, Karlach's mind is rushed with the full force of the Netherbrain. The very fabric of her being is torn apart and reformed in an agonizing process that is ending too soon. Then, stillness. She stands transformed, once again closed off from the Netherbrain's mind.
My people will remember you, Tiefling. The rebel Illithid who stood beside their reborn prince and ended the grand design. Let us return now to the city and follow the path of the Netherbrain.
Painful, to say the least.
Come, most noble...
This is wild. I myself, but more.
More? How do you mean?
It's like I'm beyond myself. I can sense things I never knew were there. And my engine, it's silent. No heat. No gears.
Still there, but no longer threatening to explode. Soldier?
Karlach, that means you're going to live.
Yes. Yes. My God. Is it possible? Shit. I'm gonna be alright. I get to be alive. I get to stay. As a hideous monster, sure. But one that can feel, think, live. But I'm still myself, and I know what our mission is. I'm glad I get to do the honors.
Oh, Karlach! No news could have made me happier in this house of horrors.
This is the first day of the rest of your life. Let's make it a good one.
I'll do you one better than good. Let's do something absolutely legendary.
I think we're done here. I'll certainly be glad to see the back of it anyway.
Gather your wits, tend to your weapons. It's time to leave this damnable prison behind, once and for all.
High Hall. There's nowhere else to go. This is where it all ends.
How are you faring?
Honestly, I think self-reflection may be the enemy just now. I can't afford to lose my nerve. Safer to just not think and keep forging ahead.
Oh, come on. At least tell me if you think we can win this.
I do. Think of all we've been through just to get to this moment. That wasn't luck. That was us. Let's just stay shoulder to shoulder and see this through.
Eyes ahead, soldier. We're nearly there.
Are you hanging in there all right?
I am ready to do what must be done. Let's do this.
How do you feel about being a mind flayer now?
I didn't know there was so much me beyond myself. And I didn't know I had a chance at life. More life. I'm so happy.
Death and devastation, blood and battle. So, our path is set, and we've no choice but to follow. If the fires must spread and the walls must tumble, at least we have each other to cling to. It's afraid. It knows we will fight it, and it knows we can win.
How about a kiss for good luck? Just being realistic here. This could be the end for us, Wyll.
Ah, that little voice in the back of our minds. All is lost, it cries out. And it's all too easy to believe it. There's only one good response to it. Shut the hell up. You are not just your fear and your doubts. You are your bravery and your valor, your skill and your strength. Let those voices drown out the others. They're the ones that will guide you to victory.
You're right. Let's do this.
The Prince of the Comet has come!
Voss, my most loyal friend. How good to set eyes on you.
You honor me. Your radiance. Thanks to you, my friend, the skies above Tunarath shall tremble with psalms. Orpheus will take the truth to the people. We will slay the Lich Queen. Our chains will be cleaved.
Just celebrate later. I've got a Netherbrain to face.
My sword is yours. We will exterminate the brain and end its plague.
This champion holds the key to its defeat. Stand by for orders, Voss. Answer to her as you would answer to me.
As you wish, Prince Orpheus.
Forward! The Netherbrain falls this day. Let it be the first victim in the war for the skies!
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends, loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
Never thought I'd be fighting alongside a mind flayer. But I'll fight with you. With magic.
I'm better at crafting steel than wielding it. Your friend here is armored and potion-fueled and ready for battle.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
You may have changed, but my debt to you still stands. The Iron Hand Gnome's firepower is yours to command. Just show us where it's needed.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times. Today, it is mine to wield. And I hold her sword.
Whatever strength I have to lend, I will lend it. I will make my city proud again.
Our city, Father. Today, I fight in your honor.
You can count on me, little squid. I thirst for the hunt.
I made some improvements to Ramesses' arcane artillery. Give the word and the sky falls on any who stand in your way.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you.
Look to Wyll. The Grand Duke's words will surely inspire them.
We fight for the survival of Baldur's Gate, and we will win. I cannot promise that this is the last time I will ask you to fight for your future, your lives, and your city. But I can promise you this. Whatever crisis we face, Whatever danger threatens, your Grand Duke will always fight beside you. My blade is yours. Now, let's kill ourselves a Netherbrain.
Nice job, babe.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Baldur's grace be with you.
I wouldn't be here without you. It's time I repaid the favor.
Have courage, my friend. Your victory is assured.
My soon-to-be father-in-law likes me.
Dragons! Overhead! Stay low!
Fall back! Fall back!
Matthew!
Leave him be! We have to keep running!
What's happening here?
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer!
It's over.
He's frightened of your illithid ally, but the very fact it hasn't killed him on sight gives him reason to pause. Can the rumors be true? Is this really the Mind Flayer who could save the city?
This Mind Flayer is not like the others. This one will save you. Fight with us.
You see his mind racing through its options, finding only one. Against all his better judgment, it's you and your Mind Flayer.
Remarkable. Never in all my life did I think to fight alongside a Mind Flayer. Oh. We go back in there, we die. We flee, we last half a day at best. Shit! If this is it, then gods damn it, let's make it count. City Watch, with me! We'll follow you to our last breaths.
The crown of Karsus, the site of power, the site of domination.
There lies our answer. Use the Netherstones on the crown, and we can bring an end to this. That face. The one from my dreams.
I know you. I know everything about you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
The crown, up ahead. time to cast the spell again and break its will.
Resist. Impossible. Pain. Fear. Terror. Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
Subdued. At last. This is its death rattle.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute!
This is it, soldier. This is what we fought for. Time to end this thing.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Karlach's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
Go ahead, Karlach. This moment's yours. Save our city.
No more tadpoles, brain. It's time to die.
My master. I must obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain. Silence. Free of urge and worm, your brain is battered and bruised. But it is yours. Yours at last. Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
We did it. We actually did it. And the city's still standing.
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mazora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things. The city will cheer us, but it is the triumph itself, the very smiting of evil, that should lift our hearts.
Can't feel the tadpole. They must have all died with the brain. That means we can't turn into mind flayers. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with being a mind flayer, of course.
It's all right. I knew what I was doing.
I will ensure that all Githyanki know your name and your sacrifice. What you have done today will start a fire that rages across the astral plane. With their lost prince returned, my people will burn away Vlaakith's corruption. And it is all thanks to you, the Illithid who defied a Netherbrain.
You did good, Karlach.
I did, didn't I? I saved the fucking world. And I think I might live long enough to tell the tale too.
I thank you, my liberator, my savior. My people are leaving, and I must leave with them. Come, Lae'zel. We will free the Githyanki and dismantle the Empire. Let them be imprisoned no longer.
Your duty is to your people, Lae'zel. Go with Orpheus and lead them to freedom.
It will be done. I will never be free while my people are still bound by Vlaakith's chains. Orpheus, I am ready.
Kulas! Kuthas! Farewell, Gestil, my liberator.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smouldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Giontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. And once I have, I'll return it to Mystra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free.
Better yet, you'll be her chosen again.
And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mystra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
We should stay in the city. Help to rebuild it.
Perhaps we can circle back to that one once the fires have died and the rubble's settled. I do think we deserve a little rest.
Many died so that we could see this day. They deserve to be honored. But first, we revel and rest.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate. You slept like a babe straight through the night, dreamless, thoughtless, and almost entirely free. For the first time, you feel alone, calm. You breathe. Baal may have been your beginning, but he will not be your end. Of all those you killed in your father's name, one lingers in your mind even now. Alfira, the bard of the Emerald Grove. Her death weighs upon you still. A burden you will carry for the rest of your days. But fortunately, you will not have to carry it alone.
My shining star. Since I've known you, we've shed more blood than could ever fill the Cheon Thar. The wounds we sustained were the testament to our might. But last night, I swear to you, your touch healed every one of my bruises and wiped away every scar. I am a new man.
A moment passes. Wyll's eyes glance up to his horns.
And in more ways than one. When Mizora drained my warlock powers, it was as if a blizzard froze me through. Then you reignited my fires. When I'm at your side, I want for nothing. If only last night could have lasted forever. But if I'm to be a Grand Duke, I've got to greet the people and gain their trust. First, we mourn. We bow our heads for the fallen and honor them by pledging peace. Next, we heal the city. We restore our broken buildings stone by stone. We restore faith in each other, one good turn at a time. After that, well, it's up to us to decide. Any ideas?
Well, I was thinking about adoption. A new family, free of Baal's taint.
Ha! You've already thought about a little raven guard running around, have you? I'd like that. So would Father, I bet. A nipper to bear his name, learn the pillars, courage, insight, strategy, justice. What a joy! This life we're about to make. This story we're about to write. Every chapter more thrilling than the last. I hope we never have to turn to the final page.
That does sound perfect, except I'm not naming our child Older.